Okay, guys, so the way we're going to graph, you are not going to be plugging points in for all of these different graphs. We're going to graph exponentials and logs, no plugging in of points, okay? We're going to do everything with transformations. So we're going to start with a basic graph here to begin with. I'm going to say let's graph y equals 2 to the x. So when we're graphing, we will always start with 2 points. And guys, it's just a reminder, no calculators, okay? So you're gonna have 0, 1, and then the other point you always use is 1, whatever your base is.
Sorry.
That's okay. So I'll start with 0, 1. And then what's my base in this one? Okay, back to our graphs, guys. So what was our base here? 2. So I'll have the point 1, 2. Every single time, 0, 1, 1 base, those are the only 2 points you have to use, okay? We also have a horizontal asymptote when we're graphing exponentials, and it always starts out just on the x-axis. And then the general shape of your graph follows the asymptote to the left, and then it's growing because it's exponential off to the right. Always 0, 1, 1 base, whatever you start with, every time. And then we'll do transformations from there, but those 2 points are what you start with.
Okay, and then the 2.
The 2 is the base, so that's why I did 1, 2 this time. Yes. And James, will you take your earbuds out?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, the other thing we're going to write, guys, we're going to write the domain and range. What do you think the domain is for this graph? Yep, negative infinity to infinity. Guys, that's going to be your domain for every single exponential graph we do. It is always going to go all the way from the left, all the way to the right. The range will change, but what is it in this one? 0 to infinity. And guys, do you see how I didn't include the 0? Okay, that's because that's where the asymptote is. All right, guys, questions on this basic one? Okay, let's try another one. We'll do a little more. Squeeze it in here. Let's do y equals 3 to the x plus 2. So all of that x plus 2, that's all in your exponent there. Okay, so the 2 points I'm going to start with, 0, 1. Every time, I'm going to put a dot there. And then 1 base. So what am I going to do this time? 1, 1, 3. Okay. If you have different colored pens or pencils, you might want to use those here, because these are just the dots I'm starting with, and then I'll do the transformation from there. So up, down, left, right, where do you think this graph is shifting? I heard a vote for 2 up, 2 where else? We know it's going by 2. I heard a vote for down, left. All right, nobody wants to guess right? It is 2 to the left. When it is with the x, so in this case, like up in the exponent, that is going to be a left or a right shift. The horizontal shifts are always the opposite of what they seem like they should be. So it says +2, we're going to go left 2. So all I will do is take each red dot I made and count over 2 and put a new dot. Do you think your asymptote is still on the x-axis? Yeah, going left doesn't change where that asymptote is. And then you can sketch. And that's all I'm looking for, guys. 2 lines, arrows on the end, just general shape here. What about domain and range of this one? Yep, domain we know every time. -infinity to infinity, range. Good, 0 to infinity. Questions so far, guys? Okay. Third one here. Let's do y equals 5 to the x, and then -3. That -3 is not in the exponent this time. Okay, guys, so what 2 points do I start with? Good, 0, 1, and 1, 5. Just putting dots. And then where am I shifting this time? Down 3. So I just count 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay, what about your asymptote? Do you think it moved this time?
Yes.
Yes. Where is it going to be located now? -3, good. Whatever your vertical shift is, if you have a vertical shift, that is where your horizontal asymptote ends up. So in this case, we have the -3. That is your horizontal asymptote. Then you can just sketch the shape from there. Are you guys remembering these transformations? Okay, sort of. All right. We'll keep reviewing them. Okay. Oh, I didn't do domain and range. What's the domain? Okay. The range changed this time. What is it? Good. Excellent. All right, I'm going to skip a row of graphs because I feel like I didn't really leave very much space, but you do whatever you need to do on your paper. So I'll come down here. All right, let's do y equals -3 to the x. right, let's walk through this one together too. So what are the first 2 points? 0, 1. And we're going to go 1, 3. The base is technically still 3. And then let's think about what the negative does. You could just go to the answer here since it's not super complicated, but I'm going to show you what is happening. So the base is technically still 3. What does that negative out in front do? Doing this. Flips. Does everybody see flip over the x-axis? Yeah, that's what happens there. So reflect or flip over x. So 0, 1 becomes 0, negative 1. 1, 3 is 1, negative 3. What about your asymptote? Yeah, still at 0, right? It only changes when there's a vertical shift. There was not a vertical shift, so it is still at 0. And then your shape, it's just the reflection of what it looked like before. All right, domain, what is it? Okay. What about the range this time? Yeah, and make sure you write it in that order. If you told me 0 to negative infinity, that's actually incorrect because you always have to go from smallest to biggest. So from your graph, go from the bottom up. All right, let's try again. Let's do 5 to the negative x. All right, so what are our 2 points we're starting with? Okay, so 0, 1, 1, 5. Okay. The negative's not in front this time. It's up there with the x. So what is it doing? Yeah, flipping over the y-axis. So the point 0, 1, is it going to go anywhere? No, it does not. 1, 5 will become negative 1, 5. What about your asymptote? Yep, still there. And then sketch your shape. What's the domain? You're good at that one. What about your range? Okay, good. I'm tired of writing those things. Okay, so that is most of the types of transformations that can happen, okay? We did them all individually. We're now going to put some of those together and see how you guys do when we have multiple transformations happening. Any questions so far? Okay, all right. Let's do negative 4 to the x plus 3, and then minus 2 out here. Yeah, we just kind of made a big jump here to putting everything together. Start the same way and do it in pieces. Now, the tricky part here is the order in which you do your transformations. Okay, it does matter. Think of it as like order of operations. You guys would always multiply before you add or subtract, right? Okay, so you have to do the negative out front, multiply by a -1 essentially, before you do any of the up, down, left, right stuff. Okay? So go ahead and try this one. Start with your 2 points. I'll give you a minute here to work on it. Do that reflection before you do anything else.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, because I want to. All right.
It's not as scary. All right, guys, check in with each other. Do you have the same graph? Do you know what you're doing? You're ready today. So I don't know if you feel ready. It's only So it'll be like after that. All right, guys, let's look at it. I think a lot of you got there. So we start with 0, 1, 1, 4. Okay, deal with the negative first, the flipping over the x-axis. So I'm now at 0, -1, 1, -4. Then where is our shifting going? That's down 2, left 3. Oops, I counted from the wrong dot, sorry. Okay, where is my horizontal asymptote? Yep. And then you sketch the shape. How'd we do, guys? Yes, okay, good, good. Domain? Yes. Range.
Wait, negative infinity.
There we go. Good save, good save. All right. Let's try one more exponential and then we'll start talking about logs. But don't be scared. I promise I'll make it better. If you have bad memories of logs. Let's do y equals 3 times 2 to the x plus 1 minus 4. What? Sure. You can do, okay. What is that 3 doing out in front? Multiplying x or y values. Y. It is y values, okay? Do that before you do any shifting. Always do the multiplying first. So you are going to start with your 2 points, and then you have to multiply y values by 3. So you guys try this one again, okay? Thank you. Yes. And if you need to go to the bathroom, go. Check in with each other.
Alright, negative 1 more. But yeah, negative 1 and negative 1, and then 1 is yeah, but like, I'll put it with that here.
Okay, guys, let me go through this one. So my 2 initial points are 0, 1, and 1, 2. I told you to make sure you multiply as your first step. So what is 0, 1 going to become? Yep. And what about 1, 2?
1, 6.
1, 6. Okay. From there, where am I shifting? Okay, good. Down 4. All right, so left 1, down 1, 2, 3, 4. And where is your horizontal asymptote now? Good. Why is it negative 4? Whatever your vertical shift is, because your asymptote was at 0, so it also gets shifted down 4. Okay? I kind of missed my dots, but I think you get the idea of where my graph is going there. Okay, anybody? Oh, domain and range. And then any questions about exponentials? Domain, we know, negative infinity to infinity. What's your range this time? Harper, what is happening out the window? What are you guys seeing?
I saw birds like flying.
Did it die? Because last year a goose flew into the power line, right? Like we had quite the visual of that out in my classroom. So
Really? You guys had like the perfect view for that.
we did. We saw the dead goose on the car. It was quite the day. And the power was out, so you know, good times. Oh no. Okay, guys, so that is graphing exponentials. We're going to use this to graph logs. You don't have to be able to evaluate a log. If you're like, I don't remember anything about logs, that's okay. You can still graph them today, I promise. Logs and exponentials are inverses. So logs and exponentials are inverses. So what do you guys remember about inverses? Okay, like what do you mean opposite? Those are reciprocals. X and Y are switched. I like that. That's going to be key for us. The other thing is they're reflected across the line y equals x. So if you think this is just, you know, rough sketch, here's kind of what an exponential graph looks like. If we reflect over this line, that's what a log graph looks like, okay? But again, we're not plugging in points. We know up here, when we graphed exponentials, that we use these 2 points, 0, 1, and 1 base. If they're inverses and the x and y are switched, what do you think we're going to use to graph logs? You got it, 1, 0, and base 1. So let's try one. Ignore all of that. Okay. Let's try y equals log base 2 of x. Don't get scared just because it says log. You know how to do this. Okay, so again, instead of 0, 1, I'll use 1, 0. And instead of 1 comma base, I will use base comma 1. Every time. 2 points, that's all you need, and then we'll do the transformation. All right, so I start with 1, 0. And then what's the base in this problem? 2, so I'm going to go 2, 1. And then let's think about our asymptote. Exponential had a horizontal asymptote. Vertical, yes. So there's my asymptote. I'm having a rough day up there, huh? So there is my graph. That's an arrow on the end. It doesn't really look like it. So let's think about domain and range for this also. What is the domain of this graph? Good. What about the range? Negative infinity to infinity. Guys, remember we switched x and y. Remember how the domain for all exponentials was negative infinity to infinity? Now the range for all of our log graphs will be negative infinity to infinity, okay? It's just flipped. Okay, let's try one where something is actually happening. Let's do y equals log base 4. And we're going to do two things of x plus 2 and minus 3. So what are our 2 points?
1, 0, and 4,
1, 0, 4, 1. Where am I going? And that's left 2, down 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. We have a vertical asymptote this time. Where did that end up? Okay.
Oh, wait.
Your asymptote is here. Is going up and down going to affect where this asymptote is? No, but what about left and right? Okay, so where did I go? Left. So it's at -2, okay? And then you sketch the shape. Kind of looks like that. Missed one of my dots. Okay. What's our domain? -2 to infinity. Good. And range? Always -infinity to infinity. All right, let's squeeze another one in up here. Actually, I'm going to move down so I have more room. I need these graphs way too tight. Anybody need more time on 9? I'm going to scroll down. Sarah, did I answer whatever you were going to ask? Okay. Okay, perfect. Those are the initial points I started with. And then I did the transformation to those dots. Every time you're graphing logs, you're going to start with 1, 0 and base 1 as your 2 points. Again. Let's do y equals -3 log base 5 of x minus 1 plus 2. That's pretty much the most I would ask you in one graph, okay? Like if you can graph this, you're probably good on graphing. So take a minute here and try and graph this one. Think about where you'd start. It's a 5, yes, sorry. The base is 5. I don't know if that's better. If it's out in front, it's always the y values. Work together if you need to while you're trying this one. Super confident.
This one reflects over that line.
So the rules don't switch around. Yeah, just the points is where you want it. Yeah, still. Yeah. One step at a time. You can do it. Yeah, you're like, all right, just don't touch my
Oh, sure. Right. Oh, so it's still time.
Yep.
Why?
Yeah, the rules are this way.
Okay, I did
Okay.
that.
Okay. Yeah, rules are still the same. Guys, just being inverses doesn't change like any of the rules as far as what you flip over, which way you shift, any of that. All right, so I'm going to start with 1, 0, and 5, 1. Everybody's good with the 2 initial points, right? We've got that part down. Okay. The -3 out in front. That is flipping over the x-axis and stretching by 3. You can do that all in one step by just multiplying by a -3. And it's your y values you're multiplying by -3. So the first point is at 0. 0 times -3 is still 0, okay? So this one doesn't go anywhere yet. The 5, 1 will become 5, -3. All right, and then where are we shifting?
Up to the right.
Yep, right 1, up 2. So right 1, up 2. Right 1, up 2. And what about your vertical asymptote? Where is it now? 1. Okay, and then we sketch. in something like that. Yeah. That takes your y values, you multiply them by -3 because it's flipping over the x-axis and stretching them by 3. But you can just do it in one step by taking your y values times -3. So this one, it was 1, 0. 0 times -3 is still 0, so it doesn't move initially. Then 5, 1 becomes 5, -3. You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's try another one. Okay, let's do 4 log base 3 of -x plus 2. Can you read all of that? 4 log base 3 -x plus 2. You look very suspicious of this one. No, you're okay. This side of the room looks like we're doubting it. But yeah, keep that away, away, no need. You got it, Carrie? Or is it the -x you don't like? Guys, what's the negative with the x doing? Yes, flip over the y-axis. Okay. What would you not flip? What do you want to leave behind? Does your asymptote go anywhere? Feels like it should, but does it actually go anywhere? Another minute, guys, and I'll go over it. It's day 1 of the skill, okay? There's not a test like imminent. We just took a test. Oh, they've all been multiple weeks. Yeah, like you're flipping this way, yes. Actually, you know a fidget, but let's not. Okay. All right, let's look at it. So initial points would be 1, 0 and 3, 1. It doesn't matter if you do the 4 or the negative first, but you've got to do the multiplying stuff before we do that shifting of up to. So I'm going to go ahead and flip just to get that out of the way. You can combine steps if you're doing it right, that's fine. But I'm going to reflect across the y-axis. So I'm over here at -1, 0 and -3, 1. Are we okay with that flipping? Then what is the 4 out in front doing? Multiplying what by 4? Y values. Okay. So negative 1, 0 is still negative 1, 0. Negative 3, 1 would become negative 3, 4. And then what's my final piece here? Well, what else do I need to shift? I did make it negative already. Up 2. I haven't done the up 2. That's your last piece. 1, 2, 1, 2. Where is the vertical asymptote? Still at 0. All of that stuff happened and none of it did anything to the asymptote. Okay? It is only a horizontal shift that will change your vertical asymptote. Okay? So it is still right here. And then your shape kind of looks like that. Yeah?
If it was a horizontal shift, it would also reflect over the line.
It can. Yep. You'd want to reflect first and then shift, okay? All right, other questions there? Anybody? Okay. That's the end of your notes. We're now going to do a bunch of practice together. So we're going to play what's called the bluffing game. So go ahead and get your whiteboards out of your desk, and then I will explain how we play this. I like one of the old homeworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, not right now, but yeah. It is just two pieces, two separate. So you've got half.
No, I think that's
Okay, guys, so the bluffing game, we'll split the room left and right. Vince and Harper, I have to split you up. Vince, you can move this up. You guys are on different teams now. So the way this will work, I put a question up and everyone does it. And then I'll say, okay, this is the right, it's me facing you, so this is the right side for me. Right side of the room. If you think you got it, stand up. The more people that stand up, the more points it's worth for you. So even if you don't have it right, you can bluff and stand up and say, yes, I got it. And then I call on one person, and if that one person got it, your whole team gets the points. Right, but I can call on whoever I want. And if they get it wrong, the other team can steal it for half points. The more we stand, the more points it's worth, okay? You'll catch on quickly here. We'll try. And we are graphing these, obviously, okay? We'll start simple, okay? And I'll try to keep it equal difficulty between... Did you get one that doesn't erase?
Are we doing this?
Yeah, graph right now. So you should be doing it on your own. Let's see, and carry on. We have graphs, logs, and exponentials.
I missed
You don't have to stand yet because I haven't called on one side yet. But I like the enthusiasm. You're ready. Are we ready, guys? No? Need a minute? Okay. All right, 10 seconds, guys, and then I'll pick a side. And Vince, you can still sit over there if you want. Just know you guys are on opposite sides. Let's go right side first. Okay, stand up. If you want to count as a point. If you stand up, you can call.
So I have to write the stuff.
No, I should go put that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You don't show me.
Don't show me. Okay, so we've got 10 now. Okay, 10 people standing. Oh, you even get to the domain, right? Yeah. Good job, Drew. All right, 10 points for the right side. Let me go through it just so you can see. So you start with 0, 1, 1, 3. And then, guys, we're just going right 4 and up 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And your horizontal asymptote also moves up 2. There's your graph. Did we do okay, guys? Yes? No? What have you jotted down? Have you gotten the notes for the first part? Okay, well, maybe ask your neighbor for the notes. All right, let's try again.
Wait, read the left side.
You guys are right. It's me facing you. You're on the. I know it's complicated. I should have different names, but let's go log base 4. X minus 3. Minus, sorry, 2. So everybody do it. Are we ready, guys? Okay, let's go left side this time. So left side, that's you guys, stand up. Eight. Real? Okay, 8 points.
It's 9.
9 to somebody thinks. Yes. Just make sure you got it. Okay. Here. Other side can steal it. Yeah. Ah!
Have faith.
So we gotta figure out where your power is.
This one's I think that's right. I think
Very close.
when I was doing it,
He did it with me.
Yes.
when I was doing it, I will.
Yes.
Like, we get it.
Yes.
Get it?
All right, they stole left side. Let's go through it to make sure we see. I think there were 9 of you up, so 14 and okay. All right, so let's go through it. The 2 points you start with are 1, 0, and then it's the base 1. I think you were up too high. Yeah, that's what happened. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should be 4, 1. And then from there, we're going right 3, down 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3, somewhere there. And your vertical asymptote is now, I didn't count far enough on this one. At 3. And that's what the graph should look like. Okay. All right, questions? Let's try again. And guys, I won't always alternate sides, just so you know. So I might do right side next, I might do left side. We'll see. There were 9 of them standing, so you know, now we're.
How are they going to get half of
I don't know. Maybe you guys are gonna miss one. You don't miss? Okay. -2 times 3 to the negative x plus 4. Yes, there are negatives in multiple places, guys. This one will take you a minute. Just do one step at a time. One step at a time. Don't get overwhelmed. want to go? No? Too much? One thing at a time. Too little? Do the -2 and deal with the negative by the x. Then the +4.
I bring up, we never had the right answer.
Uh-oh. All right, guys. 10 more seconds. Finish up. Okay, let's go left side again. Left side. All right, what do we got? 1, 2, 3. No, no. No. 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7 points this time. Let's see. Yes. All right. Redeeming. Okay, let's look at it because it's not hard if you do it a step at a time, but it's a lot initially. So 0, 1, 1, 3. Start with those. Then either multiply by -2 or do the -x. I'm going to do the -x part first. So that's reflecting over the y-axis there. So that point won't go anywhere. This one comes across there. Then I multiply y values by -3. So -1, 3 becomes, I'm sorry, multiply by -2. That's going to become -1, -6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this will become 0, -2. Okay, the last piece is to shift it up 4. Guys, that also means your horizontal asymptote is at 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's what it should look like. Okay. That was a tricky one, guys. Lots of stuff happening there. All right, let's try again. So I did it in pieces. The purple dots was dealing with the negative in front of the x. Okay. Then I'm multiplying y values by -2. So 3 times -2 takes me down here to -6. 1 times -2 takes me to -2. And then I have that last piece of move both of those up 4.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Questions? Let's try again. What number am I on? 4, maybe? Try that one, guys. -3 log base 4 -x plus 2. This is a tricky one. we almost ready, guys? We don't look super confident on this one. Okay, guys, let's go right side. That was a quick speed up.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
3, 4, 5,
I was almost
7,
confident.
8. All right. What did I say? 8 of you, I think?
I think it was 9.
No.
It was 8.
No.
It's not.
Was it 9?
Yeah, that was 9. I thought it was 10. It's not 10. Still, it's 9.
Definitely not. We're sticking with 8 now because I think you're all lying.
It was 12 and that's It was just that.
Okay, let's go over it. All right, 1, 0. Or 1. All right, whatever you want to do first with the multiplying, I don't care. I'm going to flip first over the y-axis. So I'm here. Then I'm multiplying by -3. So that's the y values are getting multiplied by -3. So that one, 0, that's not going to go anywhere. This guy over here is going to come down to -4, -3. Then what's the final step? Up to. All of that in your vertical asymptote can go anywhere, okay? And there's your graph. All right, guys, if you're getting these like this one, that's as tough as it's going to be, okay? Let's see, we can do a couple more. All right, let's try that. Waiting on what else I want to do. Could be left or right side this time, guys. Oh, yeah, some on the back shelf there. I'm sorry. It's okay. Poor Aiden. Everybody's on it.
Oh, and then this point is still nice. Each one, like, that can be the line.
I have more days, so like, feel free to use.
You're instigating one. No, I was You get so
How are we doing, guys? Are we ready? No one says yes. No one's ready. You got it. We're gonna go left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start counting more. 9. And I feel like you get a bonus point for Aiden being what? He totally would have had.
Yeah, I definitely would have had.
So beautiful. We're still in the lead. Oh, we are running out of time too, aren't we? Okay, guys, we're almost out of time here, so we will declare right side the winners for today. All right. Good job, guys. Okay. What do you get? Bragging rights for now. Okay, guys. Homework is on Delta Math. You guys need my join code, probably. So you guys were both already in Delta Math for Miss Rowland, right? So this is on Schoology, but I don't think you're both in my Schoology yet. So this is where your homework is going to be on Delta Math. So you're going to need the new course code, okay, so that you actually have access to the homework. All right, guys. And hopefully next class I will pass back your assessments. But good job on the I hit it. Oh, yeah. So I do have two contractors here. You should already be ready. Yeah.
There's a lot more. There are other views in my life. Also require my. Just because the government rules are rules.
You have to be okay with consequences.
No, I know. I'm like I said, I'm not trying to like.
Not have it out there.
Yeah, I got you. But I'm not like doing it to break the rules. Like I don't, it's not like I'm trying to deliberately. It's just something should happen. You know what I mean? And so I'm trying like not do that again. But
Because it's becoming a much frequent occurrence.
yeah, I got you. I'm like.
And if it continues, I have to write the referral, so you have to get the detention.
Referral and all that. How does that even work?
Paperwork, send it to your AP, and you get lunch detentions, and then removal from activities, and all, I don't know, there's a whole list of things.
You know, we're like, oh, getting school activity.
I know, it's like, I'm sure you're super involved in this.
But no, I got you. I'll like, try and work on that and make sure I'll no problem. If only just to save me paperwork.
I appreciate that.
No,
Aiden, are you okay? Okay. Who is your next teacher? There? Okay. Yes, I will email her. Yeah, you should go. I mean, definitely take time to go clean up all of that. Thank you for cleaning my floor.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. You know,
No, I'm
it
terrible.
happens like twice a year.
Yes,
I know.
my son gets bloody noses too. And so
It happens now.
I understand.
Hello. That is a lot of sorrow.
So we're gonna start explosion, guys.
Wait. Which one's us?
You guys are great.
How big is our class?
Like 25 minutes. So that's one of them, and then that's the other one. You did two of them. So now to the left of you.
Oh, we're more other.
You guys are great.
I did. Hence why I said
I don't know. Because my name's on one. It's one.
Oh, my name. We're both right here.
Yeah, mine is right here.
I do have two. They're just next to me. Congratulations. That was the most stressful. God, an hour and a half. That was simply too much. It's very scary. Just me like taking a deep breath and like it's refreshing. She's trying so hard and I'm just so hello, how are you?
There's stickers.
There's stickers.
I saw you.
I have two. I'm like trying to get both tests. I was starved. You find 2 stars now. I think I have 1 star. Hello. I got 2 stars. 2 stars. 2 stars. Well, I got some. What color are they? Green. Or the green at the bottom. I'm sorry. One more. I'll final. Good job. I'm great. I'm jealous. Layla? Okay. Oh, there's another side. There's another side. I you got a star. I got one.
Really?
I got a star. A star is a star. You're in my mine. I got one over here, one over here. One back mine. Well, yeah, but if you got your two, yes. We got one. That was just higher. I had 2. Sarah and I got stars. What about I looked at the car accident this morning, okay? I did. Okay, I got 5.
No, I just haven't been single. I thought
But there was no
I feel like you
I know, it was easier. It was, I'm sorry, it was on my side too. Like,
my calorie takes up like 3,000 calories.
He walked by.
I get
I don't want to pass all of us. Oh, I understand. And just like nobody knows what's going on anymore. That's so bad. So you can do it now.
So you're getting your scores already in, but I thought people taking it, so I know it's not, and other teachers have like taken it.
I haven't.
Next last year. Oh, I told you last year you were in the It's too much, yes. I was gonna say, I know how it feels.
Is it hard to like clean up all the stars at the end of the year?
Usually someone helps rip them all out, or people take their own stars. I really like your stars.
So like,
Did you have fun, Duncan?
too much fun.
Okay.
To be bad.
It's so hard, yeah.
Why?
they all,
It's so much.
the middle one is one, the youngest one is
So just
some of them are so good. I did see this. All
Alright guys, your assessment grades are in SIS. You can see stars exploded on our wall over here, so good job everyone. You did very well on your assessment and reassessment. We're going to talk about our skill 3 timeline here. I put it in calendar form because October is such a hot mess with days off and weird things happening like PSAT. I see you on a Friday, I don't see you again until the following Friday. It's just, yeah, it's wacky. So this, we are doing 3-1 today, which is graphing logs and exponentials. Yes.
Around calendar, but how many units are in the assessment?
Like how many days?
How many units are we gonna have? Like,
Oh, the cumulative?
yeah.
3. So this is your last skill before the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Non-existent.
So I won't throw my into this.
I was having some
I woke up today and I was like, this day, like I don't learn when I get like
I always like in your
that's the thing.
Oh, I was gonna have to.
Oh yeah, you guys are bus. And the bus is slow.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
Season. It's like getting everyone's information.
Dropped it.
I know it's weird.
Oh, is that an orange?
All right, guys. So looking at the calendar, next week, Wednesday, no school. You got an early release this Friday, which makes classes actually really short. For this 7th period, it's before 5th period, and it's only like 40 minutes long. It's weird. Hold on.
Okay.
Then the following week, the 10th, no school that Monday. Wednesday's PSAT day, which counts as a red day. I don't know why. So I don't see you that week until Friday. Then a full normal week, then no school, and then an early release. And the following week, you also don't have school. It's really weird. So, yes, Kurt.
Aren't there still classes on PSAT then?
There are not.
They all had it.
I mean, all the teachers proctor the PSAT, and then it's done after that. So everybody goes home.
So there's just no school.
Like, you come in and take the PSAT. Roger, what was your question?
So one's I just gotta let you know. The other one's actual question.
Okay,
On
Carter here.
on Tuesday of next week,
The 4th, yes.
4th. So it's like an optional half day, isn't it? What?
No.
It's not, because my teacher was last class was talking about it. It's an optional half day because it's like a religious day.
No,
It's not an early release day.
Okay, and then this Friday I won't be.
So watch the video. Actually watch the video this time. Still go back and watch that graphing one too.
Yep.
have you seen the stars on Star Report?
Alex.
What?
The stars are up.
Where are you?
I'm running on 3 hours of sleep right now because I had a Red Bull before I flew last night. Now I'm gonna say,
Question is, are you like
probably not. I'm really tired. So I'm gonna have to have 8 hours. Yeah, that's fine. I have a video of me flying a something.
There you go. But let's pretty normal.
What colors are
I wasn't in the car.
You guys are green. So I gave you stars for both the reassessment and the skill 2 assessment. So I don't know. We don't have to fill all of these out, but